What's happening, gang? How's it going? I haven't done any videos for a while. I don't think I've done any food videos for probably, I don't know, over a month, maybe 2 months. I'm not sure. I haven't checked, but it's been quite a while. So I thought today I'd just do a quick prawn karahi, if that's how you pronounce it. So it's a tomato-based prawn curry dish. So I want to show you how to make that and tell you the ingredients as well. First, we've got our pan. Ingredients needed: we need our olive oil. You can use ghee or you can use normal vegetable oil or sunflower oil. I tend to use olive oil. We need our minced garlic, about 3 tablespoons full. We need our minced ginger, our haldi or turmeric, about half a teaspoon of Kashmiri chili powder, 3 to 4 chilies, green chilies. We need about 2 teaspoons of cumin, 2 teaspoons of coriander powder, 3 teaspoons of paprika, about a half a teaspoon of mustard seeds, and about a half a teaspoon of salt. And we're going to use tin tomatoes as well for the base, but that's just a normal 400 grams, is it 420 grams of tin tomatoes, and you just use them, you'll blend them, but I'll show you as we go along. So, pan first. Get in some oil, get that in the pan. Wicked. You need about a pound of raw prawns, and we've got the raw prawns here in the bowl. So let that heat up a little. Yeah, I haven't done a video for, it's over a month, and people have been asking me to do another video, so I thought I'd just do this for you. Something different. I don't think I've made prawns on video before, so it's just something new. So let's get our prawns. I'm using the uncooked, the raw jumbo prawns, which are really good. So you want these in the pan for a minute, maybe 2 minutes, until they start to go that pinky colour when they're cooked. But not too much cooking though, because that'll spoil it when you put them back in. So we'll just put them in for a few minutes. Maybe a minute, maybe 2 on high heat. That's all you need. So you just want to really part cook the prawns, you don't want to fully cook them. What's the date today? December 28th. Hope you all had a good Christmas. New Year's on the way. Wicked, I can't wait for that. See, they just started to turn that pink colour now. And you want to cook these for, like I said, about 2 minutes, just on that high heat. Really easy, simple recipe, not much ingredients, but great to do. See, most of the prawns now that pink colour, which they go when they're cooked. So I'll just put these back into my bowl. Now don't clean the oil out, just leave the same oil that you've got in there. And then you want to add our garlic. We'll just lower the heat a little. And our ginger. And we'll probably just give that a couple of minutes. Just so you can really smell the garlic and the ginger. Get some nice smell in there. Don't forget you don't want to heat too much either. And while I'm waiting for that, because I'm going to garnish this with ginger, and I might use parsley. You can use coriander to garnish, or you can use parsley. Sometimes I use parsley because it's a seafood dish, and red chilies. So I'm going to get this piece of ginger which I've got here. I'm going to cut the ginger into thin strips. Oh, you can see it there. There you go. And the ginger on top for the garnish is always nice. You want to cut this into just really little thin slices. So I've just got a little bit of ginger there which we'll use for garnish, and put that to one side. And 2 red chilies, which we'll just cut them into quarters and just put them onto one side as well. Okay, my garlic and ginger has been in there for what, a couple of minutes. Now we can add all the spices, the dry spices. That's our cumin, our coriander powder, our turmeric, our paprika. This is Moroccan paprika. And just leave the mustard seeds for a little bit. A little bit of Kashmiri chili, half a teaspoon of salt, but you can use a bit more or a bit less just to adjust the taste. Now that's going to be really dry at the minute as you add the spices in, see? But what you do with that is let the spices cook for a little bit, just a couple of minutes with a little bit of extra oil. Until it becomes like a bit like a paste. And because you're using the bright red paprika and a little bit of chili powder, and it's a tomato base, it should be a nice rich red colour by the time you finish. So just a little bit more oil. Like I said, this is olive oil, but you can use ghee, you can use vegetable oil. See, now we've got this like a paste, which is our ginger, our garlic and all the dry spices. Perfect. That's on the side. Now we're going to get our chilies, which are our green chilies, and we're just going to cut these in half. Like I said, you can use 3, 4, depending on how hot the chilies are or how spicy you want it. So at the minute I think I'm probably going to use just 2 and just split them down the middle. So it's looking something like this. Now I said you can use normal tomatoes and just blend them, fresh tomatoes, but you need about 4 big tomatoes, or you can use a tin of the plum tomatoes. You can use those, which I've used. So I've blended just a tin of plum tomatoes, and now we're going to add that to our spice mix. Perfecto. Amazing. It's just nice where you can smell all those spices together. I'm going to give this a good mix. I mean, you can add onions if you want to, but with this, you don't normally use onions for this. Get this rich red colour. Amazing. Absolutely freaking amazing, people. So with that, I'm just going to add a little bit more oil, and then we're going to leave this for about 10 minutes. So we leave it for about 10 minutes, and then the oil should start to separate from the tomatoes and the spice mix that we've got here from the gravy. Blend it all up. That's how we're looking right now. Now what you want with this is, when it starts to bubble, you get the little dots all in it, and the gravy will start to thicken. If it gets too thickened, you just add a little bit of water with it as well. So we're going to leave this for 5 to 10 minutes, and then we leave it on a low heat, and then we'll come back and then just finish it off. Really simple recipe, really easy to do, really quick as well. So I'll show you that in a second, and I will be back in 5 to 10 minutes. Perfect. Probably get this thing to stop. Okay, and we are back. Yeah, I couldn't turn that thing off a second ago. See, that's how long it's been since I've actually made a video. Especially using this, I'm just using the phone at the minute. It's a Samsung Galaxy S21. I'm not using the GoPro for this. So we've had 10 minutes of that cooking, and this is how our gravy looks now. So you've got that dark red coming through. That's where the oil is starting to separate. At this stage we can add our prawns back in the mix. And there's going to be a bit of water with the prawns, but don't separate it, use that water as well, because you don't want to mess it up. So I use about a pound of prawns for this. I mean, you can just adjust the mixture. Obviously, if you're making a smaller amount or a bigger amount, depends on what you want to do. So these prawns, they're quite big prawns, so you want to give it about 5 minutes for those to cook. In that meantime, I've got some curly leaf parsley, and that's going to help with the garnish. Like I said, you can use normal flat leaf parsley, or you can use coriander. And my salt's gone in. Now I'm going to add the poppy seeds in a second as well. Poppy seeds you can put in at the same time as the dry spices, but I like to put them after. I don't want the poppy seeds to be tasting too strong. Not poppy seeds, mustard seeds, sorry. You can use the yellow mustard seeds or the darker mustard seeds, it doesn't make any difference. These are the darker ones. This is looking pretty good. Looks nice. We shall taste that in a second. Give it the taste test. Throw the poppy seeds in. Keep calling them poppy seeds. What is wrong with me? Seriously. They're mustard seeds, not poppy seeds. My brain's not functioning. I've been cooking, but I just haven't been doing it on video. That's the thing. Just leave those prawns for a couple more minutes. So it's a really simple Simple recipe, it's not difficult. Doesn't take a lot of ingredients. In fact, I might use a few more of that leaf parsley because I got quite a bit of it. So use a few more of those leaves. See, the parsley kind of gives it that fresh taste. I like the taste of the coriander, but the parsley gives it like a fresher taste, which is what I prefer. Yeah, it's looking good. Right, let me just give this a quick taste. See how it's going. Hell yeah, it's good. I'm glad if I don't say so myself, that's nice. That is good. I don't like blow my own trumpet, but that's nice food. That is actually quite nice. I'm my own worst critic. I don't really like it. Anything I cook. In fact, I prefer it's better if somebody else cooks. But that's nice. I like that. That is really good. And the thing is, you'd think that it'd taste really tomatoey because it's tomato based, and you have got that tomato taste in it, of course, but it's not. The tomato's not too much because you've got all the other spices in with it as well. And when they're all mixed together, especially with the oil and the prawns, it takes that tomato taste away completely. So this is what we're looking at now. Let me just bring the camera over so you can all see. Okay, good, that's looking, you can see the oil, which is all separated here and around the sides, just as it should be. So, now, time for a bit of garnish. Hands have been washed plenty of times, I always do. Make sure my hands are nice and clean. I've got a couple of extra green chilies left, so I'm just going to garnish it with them as well. Throw them in. And just cut the chilies into quarters for the garnish. And then you got your ginger, which goes on top. And that is looking pretty decent. And there we have the beautiful prawn Karahi magic. Simple, easy to do, no messing about. So if you can, get your ingredients together, easy to do, doesn't take a lot of time, as you can tell. What's the video been going for now? What, nearly 19 minutes? So probably about half an hour in total, and you're done, sorted. So if you can, hit the like button, the subscribe button, and don't forget to share. And I'll see you all lot later in a bit.